My grammar, got stamina.
What's up, everybody out there? Sloppycopies Production, visuals, the world's #1 video family. Behind the lanes, we got the gorgeous Miss CEO, Chicken Wing, and guess what? This is our segment on the Husky Show.
Sloppycopies. The visual. The visual. Sloppycopies. The visual. The visual. Sloppycopies.
Yeah, it's going down, y'all. It's going down. We got some legends in the house. We got some true legends. And first of all, let's say where we at. We are in Queens, baby, the Big Red Delicious, NYC. And tonight, we got a special guest. We promoting the one and only, legendary, Mikey.
Not Picasso.
No, from Lawton. I'm from Lawton.
No doubt, we out here. What's good?
Man, what's good with you, man? You got this album coming out, man, in about 9 days.
Yeah.
Halloween, the 31st. Y'all got to grab y'all get that promo right now.
Go get that right now. iTunes, Google Play, all that, man. You know the hashtag.
Check it out.
Some of the cast is on here.
And as a matter of fact, we even doing the CD thing. So if y'all want them pre-orders for the CDs, just go to redlinemusic.bigcartel.com for the CDs.
Yo, is this something big? I mean, you put out albums before the past. It's always been big. Is this something real special?
This one is this one is the most important, the most special, the most personal, the most everything to me, man. Real talk, man. Destruction. It's about to be crazy. I'm excited, real excited.
I mean, you got some cats on there, that represent well. You got some cats you grew up with. You got some new people on there. People that you know, like these cats right here, man.
Well, yeah, no doubt. I definitely, me and Lotto, not Picasso to y'all, we go way back. We talking over 25 years, like, just doing this. Legacy, that's fam right there, you know what I mean? And that's why they had to come along for this episode of this show, because they're actually the first features that's being released on the second single from the album called Aftershock, produced by DJ Modesty. So, I had to bring it up, you know what I mean? So, yeah, Aftershock, yo. This is my man Jay, by the way, man. We been doing some recording at Jay's studio. This is Jay Street.
We're doing this so amazing. No doubt. We got some banging ass Patron, man. I mean, I was off my rock for a minute. I used to do the goose, but he did some Patron with some lemon juice. Man, that shit is off the China, man. It's off the China.
See all of this peer pressure that I'm dealing with? Look at everybody's hand. And I'm empty.
I'm just chicken. Your wife made chicken, man. Come on now, man. That's all that got me, alright?
Oh man, Mike, D.O.D. Day of Destruction. How you come up with that, man?
Well, actually, the idea was born from a mega star out in Russia. His name is Legalized. You know what I mean? Because at the time, me and Legalized connected, I was basically thinking about being on my way out, but he kind of talked me into it, you know what I mean? And then he started sending me tracks. And if y'all know my past, y'all know I used to deal with Paul C. McCasty back in the days, and like Paul C used to bring that fire out of me, and Legalize's tracks had that same exact effect. So it was almost like, Paul C in 2016. So Legalize, salute to him, man. He's the one. He's the battery in the back for Day of Destruction, basically.
So how many bangers you got on this, man?
Man, we dealing with we dealing with 18 songs.
Okay.
We got 6 skits. We featured a lot of people, but there's a lot of solo joints on there as well. So it can be considered a full album of me. It could be an EP of features all in one, or whatever you want to say. But we tried to cover all bases.
Is there any reason why you selected these people to be on your album?
Well, these two brothers right here, Aftershock, that was a no-brainer right there, because it's like we brothers for real. You know what I mean? Lotto been riding with me since day 1, day 2, and 3. You know what I'm saying? And everybody knows that, man. We've been together through Ambush, and before that, Kurt Digger, shout out Verbal Harassment, Sean Don. But and Legacy, I met Legacy at a contest that me and my man D-Money was judging, and he was with the Valley Bangers, and he just stood out. I mean, all three of them was dope, but Lega stood out. And then, you know, I've always followed them, and once I wanted to put Legacy on as a feature for Aftershock, he been holding me down since then on. And this was at the beginning of Day of Destruction. Day one of Day of Destruction.
Hell yeah, I got to see this whole album done, you know what I mean? I gotta say, I'm proud of my brother, man. This is a special project because it's his first one by himself. You know, I was there for most of it, and I mean, I'm pretty sure the world is gonna feel it like the way we did, man. I'm telling you, this is something that hip hop hasn't seen in a long time.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Now, some of these other artists we have on there.
Oh man, we got a nice variety of features, legends and up and coming legends. Besides La Picasso and Legacy, we got my man Mellow Man Ace from the West Coast. Y'all already know, man. Cannabis, my brother, word up. Cannabis is on the album. We got my man R.A. the Rugged Man on the album. Even Craig G from the, you know, the Mighty Juice School. Word. Man, listen, we even got from the new school, Chris Rivers, Big Pun's son,
yeah, man,
doing his thing. I can't forget Brooklyn's own Mike Hands, man, Mike Hands, and my man Don Street. Word up. And as a matter of fact, we even got Devastating Tito from the Fearless Four on the album. So we kind of, you know, we kind of covered all bases: old school, middle school, junior high school, and college. You know.
So you trying to reach everybody?
We trying to just do it all and just give you a variety.
It's not like the trap music.
Nah, actually, it's not at all, man. What we wanted to do was we wanted to give you that raw boom back, but in 2016, without going into that lane of being veteran artists trying to fit in the new dude's lane. Let them do what they do. But Lotto, he could have did it because Lotto is like a chameleon. I heard some of his new stuff and he made me like trap music because of him. But you know, I don't have nothing against the new school, but on Day of Destruction, I just wanted to grasp that 80s and 90s feel and push it forward into 2016 so people could respect it.
That's exactly
I think it's a good lane for Mike though, you know what I'm saying? Mike got a big following, he had a big following that, you know what I'm saying, started me rapping, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean, he's a little bit older than me, but not too much, but you know what I'm saying? So his following is following him into that lane. So you know what I'm saying? Me, I'm around a lot of young people, so I switch it up. I understand what they're doing, but the whole thing, I'm not gonna talk about the same thing the young people are talking about, you know what I mean? Right. Over the music, but I'm gonna do it where you gonna be like, oh, that's hot. Right. Now I like trap, cause you know what I mean? Now I'm saying something. Grew up with Public Enemy, you know what I mean? First, nothing worse than a mother's pain of her son slain in verse herbs. You know what I'm saying? You wanna drop jewels on it. It was, you know, they ain't dropping jewels on their trap shit. That's what it is.
It's missing lyrics.
It's missing lyrics. That's what it's about.
It's 2016 boom bap, man. That's the best way to. The best way to say it. You know, it's 2016 boom bap. It's that same bars that everybody knows Mikey D from being. You know, anybody who knows Mikey D, past or present, will always tell you, yo, nah, that boy goes. He spits. You know, so it's that same. It's that same passion and that same feeling that the Mikey D fan base is expecting, with a sprinkle of that, like he said, that legalized production is just like that 2016, you know, just, I don't even know how to describe it. It's that 2016 magic. I'm telling you, anybody, man, just go or pre-order that shit, man. iTunes. Yo, man, stop playing. Go right now.
Let me get a plug too. Me and Legacy got a joint on my joint coming too.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be crazy too.
Yeah, I'm mixing that down too.
Yeah, man, I can't wait.
You throwing that Bronx flavor out there.
Oh yeah, you know Queens Bronx always get down. You know what I'm saying? Always have.
Well, no doubt. So he's the only producer that you have on.
Actually, we have. What it was when Legalized and I first connected, we were just gonna do an EP with 6 songs, and so we did the 6 songs, and then other cats was sending me stuff through the emails and stuff like that. So I was letting Legalize hear what I was doing there, and he was like, "Yo, that should go on the EP," and that's how it kept on getting more and more. We got production from, like, for instance, our single Aftershock is produced by a great DJ from Paris. His name is DJ Modesty. off the chain. He's dope. You know,
he got my mixtape.
he's DJing, producing, and the whole nine. We got Sparky Ski and DJ Grasshopper over in London. They did 2 tracks on the album. They killing it, real talk. We got my man Calvin Trump-like Jones, who did Back to the Future, which y'all shot the video to. Yeah. That's a brother that we got my man Keep Scam Mendez. He did 2 joints on the album. DJ Erex did some stuff. DJ DeVito helped out. My DJ Slice, you know, did his thing. My cousin Senior G did his thing.
Been good with names all his life. Yo, we used to go somewhere, we used to be twisted, be like, yo, I don't know that nigga's name. That nigga might be Patrick. Mike knows motherfuckers' names wherever he went to world tour, worldwide.
And I can't forget, pardon me not to cut you off, but the album was mastered by a legend.
Yeah.
His name is Anton Shanksky. Do your history on that. He engineered the Paid in Full album from Rakim. He also engineered the Breaking Adams album. So now you see where I'm going with this, right? You see where I'm going with this sound. So yeah, it's bananas, man. It's crazy. Shout out to DJ Mercury. I cannot forget you.
What up, baby?
Word up. Oh, another plug deep in the trenches with DJ Mercury. Got a station.
Ask Mercury. Ain't none of these rappers Mercury.